Hello and welcome back to another video. In this video we'll be tier listing what the Premier League clubs have done during the January transfer window. So we'll start off with the league leaders and in alphabetical order, Arsenal. Now, they could have gone a bit more mental in this window. They tried to get Moises Caicedo, that bid 70 million for him. That would have been nearly guaranteed themselves a title, bringing in that caliber midfielder, but they did smart business. They got Leandro Trossard for £27 million. It's a good buy. You know, he isn't the young player that some people may think he is, but he's Premier League proven, will help them, Europa League and stuff like that. It was a good signing, will give them depth in some areas. Jakub Kiwior, young player, probably won't feature much this season. Europa League again, he'll help them. And Jorginho, again, different player now, experienced, won it. Champions League, won the Euros with Italy, guessing from Chelsea. He probably won't start every week, but again, adding depth to the squad, adding quality depth to the squad, not just a young player, adding quality depth who can help the team right now. And that's a good thing. Arsenal needed help right now. They needed a bit of depth midfield. Sambi Lokonga was their backup DM. Not going to work. Jorginho will sit there playing in the passing, possession-based football. He's very good at that. Positionally, he's good. It's just athletically, when the game's up and down, he isn't the greatest. But in a team with possession, it's good. So I wouldn't say they've won the window. Getting Moises Caicedo would have won the window, but I'm going to put them in improve the team, because they've improved the team. Good window by Arsenal, especially one for when they need to go and challenge for the league. Aston Villa. So Aston Villa, I think they just maintain level, really. They bought in Alex Moreno from Real Betis. He's a decent signing, you know. He could be good. He's just all right, really. He's not anything special, I don't think. Is he as good as Digne? Probably not. But he's probably someone that's liked by Emery. John Duran from Chicago Fire is a good buy, good young player. He will probably take time. Getting rid of Danny Ings, injury prone. Can you rely on him week in, week out? Ollie Watkins is probably just a better player to have there right now. They'll probably need a new striker in the summer anyway. So getting 50 million for an injury prone player that you wanted to probably get rid of anyway, and wasn't really a favourite Emery, is a good window. They've maintained their level, which isn't a bad thing. It's, again, they want to get used to what Emery has. Emery wants to know what he has and what he has. He probably knew Ings wasn't that. And having the squad he has now, which is a good squad for the rest of the season, to know which players he wants and doesn't want, I think that's a good thing. You don't need to go all guns out blazing straight away. So maintaining level for Aston Villa, I think it's just fine. But I wouldn't say they've improved the team. But then Bournemouth next. They've had a very good window. Very good window. And they've upgraded their team. Dango Ouattara, Antoine Semenyo, Matthias Viña, Ilya Zabarani, Hamad Junior Traore, all very class players upgrading their squad. And Bournemouth, they're sitting down near the bottom of the table. It hasn't been a good couple months for them, especially since coming back from the World Cup. They haven't played well at all. They're sitting in the relegation zone. And these transfers are, Zabarni, Traore, highly rated players. Semenyo did very well with Bristol City in Championship. Viña, gone from Roma. Ouattara, very good young player again. It's been a very good window for Bournemouth, upgrading their squad. Their new ownership has gone in and said we're looking to stay up, and this could keep them up. I don't fully trust their manager to keep them up. With other teams around them upgrading their managers recently, I would have liked them to see get Sean Dyche or a new manager, but they've kept with Gary O'Neill, and I think they've won the window because some of them signings their signings have resale value. So if they do get relegated, Traore, he's on loan. Probably, I think it's an option to buy, but Zabarni, he'll keep his value. He's a very good, highly rated player, and he could stay in the Championship with them. Same with Ouattara. Same with Semenyo. They can stay in the Championship and help them get up next season. I think they're very smart buy. They didn't spend tons and tons either. They spent, about 50 million? and they got in very good young players that have high potential. A lot of their squad, but they're decent players, but they didn't have the potential to take them to the next level. These players have the potential to take them to the next level, and I think that's a very good window for them, especially for a January window. Very good window. Brentford didn't do much. They brought in Kevin Shard on loan from Freiburg. That's their really main one. So, like Aston Villa, they didn't need to improve. Brentford aren't that team that are going to go spend loads of money in transfer windows where they don't need to. They have their players, they have their squad. So just maintain level. They haven't gone backwards, they haven't gone forwards. They just stay the same, and they don't need to. They're playing really well right now. They're 8th in the league. They didn't need to change anything right now. So wait for the summer. I think that's good. Brighton. It's a weird one, Brighton, because they lost Trossard. But they've almost won the window because they didn't let go of Caicedo, and that can help them, win the league. Not win. Why did I say win the league? Get European football. And Trossard wasn't even the favourite under De Zerbi. He preferred Mitoma on the side. He preferred Solly March on the right hand side. He preferred Welbeck up front. He prefers Lallana in behind. So there wasn't really a space for Trossard in the team anymore, especially with how well Mitoma's playing in his favourite position. So getting £27 million for him, for a player that you weren't really going to use anyway, and getting Yasin Iyari, good potential player, Buonate, again, another good potential player. They're getting potential players again. And in a couple of years, these players could, turn out to be very good. Probably won't help right now, but bed them in for the rest of the season, maybe give a couple of games towards the end if everything sorts out. But again, maintain level, and that's maintained level with selling the player for 27 million. So that's a very good window from Brighton. Chelsea, how would you rate Chelsea? Because on the one hand, they've won the window because they brought in Fernandes for £160 million, Mudryk for £88 million, Badiashile for £35 million, Fofana and Santos for about £10 million each, Felix on loan for £10 million, Madueke for £30 million, Gusto for £26 million, who's loaned back to Lyon. Sold Jorginho, who wasn't great this season for them. It's an insane window. You gotta say they won the window because they just got really good players. Like, if you want to check out my other video on Chelsea to say, is this the genius or is this just stupid and dumb what they're doing right now? That's a different story. But based on the transfers they've got very good players in, and it'll probably help them the rest of the season. Long term, I don't know. We'll see. But on this transfer window, they've won the window because they just spent so much money on so many good players. Crystal Palace. Again, maintain level probably because you want Crystal Palace to do a bit more. I thought they'd be a bit better this season, but this season hasn't gone to plan for them. They've been decent. They're 12th. That's fine for them. But with the players in their squad, you'd maybe thought they'd gone a bit, after they finished 12th last season, you thought they'd trying to come into the top 10, but the style of football hasn't really gotten better, but they're still doing decently well. Attack, I thought they'd be better. Only scoring 18 goals this season with the likes of Lycée, Zaha, Eze. But their striker options in Mateta and Edouard aren't really working out. But bringing in Sambi Lokonga on loan, again, helps bolster up the midfield, which is a bit weak at times. Same goes for Amada. Again, bolstering up midfield, that's weak at times. I think they maintain levels. They haven't gone backwards because they only really let go of Butler, and getting Ebiowe out on loan is quite good. I think maintain level, but you thought they're trying to get improved. Next one, in trouble. Everton in trouble. What have they done? They sold Ashley Gold for £45 million, which is fine. I don't mind that selling him for £45 million. You're probably never going to get that money from him again because he was never going to improve in the current Everton team. And if he went down, he probably going to go up about £25 million. But where's the signings? You signed nobody. The only Premier League club to sign 0 players. And you're 19th in the league with a new manager. Where is this business? You need to stay up. What are you doing? This is why Everton fans are annoyed at their board, because you're just making stupid decision after stupid decision after stupid decision. look at the signings. Obviously, like if you look at Bournemouth, they've signed some great players that will probably help them try and stay up. Why are Everton not doing that? Get some young players in at least. Spend some of that money on some young potential players, but they clearly don't have the scouting network or the people upstairs that know what they're doing to get these players. And it'll probably relegate Everton. Sean Dyche will have to work miracles probably with this Everton squad right now, because as presently constructed, it's going to be hard. Check out, last season. Frank Lampard, who's not a very good manager, survived by the skin of his teeth. And it's near enough the same level of squad to last season, and that's not good enough really, because every other team's improving around them, and that makes what's making it worse. Every other team is improving. If there's 2 or 3 teams, when you go, okay, you sold Anthony Gordon, he wasn't really playing that much, and it's a good value, but every other team is improved and you've just not. So in trouble they are. They're just in trouble. Fulham, they haven't really done much. Got brought in Lukic and Suarez on loan. I think they just maintain the level, and again, they need to maintain the level. But why do you need to do anything else? You don't need to do anything else. You're 7th in the league. You're doing really well this season. Bringing in Lukic just bolster up the midfield at times. Cedric Suarez, another option at right back. He's probably experienced. Good work. Leeds, I don't know where they're getting this money from, but they got this money. Max Wober for £11 million, Ruta for £35 million, McKennie on loan with a £30 million buy option. Leeds, improved team. They've improved. Weston McKennie's a good signing. Ruta, good potential. Wober, good potential again. It should keep them up. That's probably what their goal is this season. They're 1 point above the relegation zone right now. Weston McKennie should bolster midfield and should keep them up. Montero from Sevilla, good potential again. But these signings should keep them up. It's bolstering the team, helping just squad depth, which they need at times. And yeah. Leicester, they've improved their team. Is it enough? Probably not. So they brought in Harry Souttar from Stoke for £15 million. That's a good signing. Is he Premier League quality? I'm not too sure. He's got good potential, but is he ready right now? Don't know. Christensen, they needed a left back. Thomas hasn't really developed the way that maybe people thought he was. Tete, they needed a right winger so badly. They've had no one on the right for so long. They needed a pure out and out right wing, and Tete's there, so that's a good signing. So I think they've improved the team. Is it enough to, get into mid-table, get into top half? Probably not. But they've improved the team. Liverpool, I think they've just maintained level, to be honest. Cody Gakpo was not the signing they needed, and I think they've maintained level because... have they gone backward? No, I think they've maintained level. Because Cody Gakpo, £45 million, is it a signing needed? No. Is he a good player? Probably, yeah. If he's not been playing in the right position yet, he's a left winger. I don't know why they brought him, because he's not a striker. He hasn't got the movement of a striker. Luis Diaz is going to come back on the left. I don't know why I signed, but they needed a midfielder so badly. The midfield has been torn apart this whole season, and I don't know why they haven't got an improved midfielder. So you could suggest they've gone backwards. I might look over at the end of the video, see if they could change that to say they've gone backwards. But I think they can't get signed and maintain level, but we'll realise that. Man City gone backwards. Just getting rid of João Cancelo, it's just one less body. He's a class player on his day, but bringing Perón from Vélez Sarsfield, yeah, he's a good potential player. He's a good potential, but not going to help right now, obviously. But João Cancelo leaving him on loan, yes, he was a trouble in the change room, and they were probably right to let him go. But again, you didn't replace him, and over time, all that might cost him some points by the end of the season. But we don't know that. So I say they've gone backwards, but Pepe's able to do some things. Manchester United, improved team, I would say. Actually, I'd probably say they maintained their level. They got rid of Ronaldo, which I think that's a good... Actually, no, I'll probably put them into improved team because of that Ronaldo thing. Getting rid of Ronaldo was needed. And then bringing in Weghorst, Sabitzer is an improvement in midfield. Christian Eriksen injury. It's horrible that he's out to the end of the season. But getting Sabitzer, getting Weghorst, players that fit the style. They're not the most style and sexier players, but they get the job done. They work hard, they play for the team, they're good counter-pressing players that help with Ten Hag fitting in that system. So I think they improved their team for what they need for this rest of the season before getting out longer term signings next season. Newcastle. They've improved the team. Have they done it? Again, I like what Newcastle doing. They're not doing it all straight away. They could have gone and spent out another 100 million on playing the players, but they just thought, we're playing well right now, there's no need to go mental. Getting Anthony Gordon for 45 million, good potential player, works well to their system, high energy, high work rate. If they improve his end product, they could have a player there that fits their system and plays well. But I'll probably say they're I'll put them improved team for now. Just for that Anthony Gordon sign, but I don't think he'll have a massive effect for them for the rest of the season. Nottingham Forest, it's insane what they're doing. I'll probably say they've won the win up there with, Chelsea and Bournemouth has won the window, because Danilo from Palmeiras and Scarpa from Palmeiras, he was on a free, but getting them two players, high potential players. Danilo coveted by clubs all around Europe. Getting him, that's a very good signing. And potentially, if they do get relegated, staying with the Championship. But he's a very good high potential player, good on the ball, good defensive work rate, good defensive instincts, very good player. And then getting Keylor Navas on loan. Keylor Navas. I know he hasn't played in this season at all, really, for PSG. I think he's played once. But he's a high quality player, upgrade on Dean Henderson, who's injured anyway. Good signing. Felipe from Atletico Madrid, good signing. Kind of fits what they do. They're not playing out the back. They're not trying to play, this passing football. He's not great on the ball, but defensive instinct, he's a very good player in that. John Joe Shelvey, Chris Wood from Newcastle, just adds depth to the team. I don't think they really need them signings, really. Personally, I don't think they need them signings, but it's always nice to have more players. I don't know. Is it though? I don't know. But they just add something to the team. Southampton. They've done well this window. They've improved. That's from. What did I say from maintain level? I think. Fulham, but not Fulham. Southampton. They've improved the team. I'm not sure it's going to keep them up though. I like Sulemana. He's an amazing dribbler. Got high potential. Same with Vanucci. Same with Alcaraz. High potential players. It's not going to keep them up. It's not. Sulemana, I assume he'll get like 2 goals and 2 assists for the rest of the season. And you go, oh, he has good moments, but it won't help them win games right now. It's not going to keep them up, I don't think. I'll say they've improved the team, but I don't think it's enough to keep them up. But at least they'll have players for them in the Championship when they probably go down. Tottenham, it looks a bit spicy with Pedro Porro. Them bouncing back and forth of whether the terms of deals and Sporting pulling out and stuff like that, but they've improved the team. Danjuma, a good sign on loan, helps with them right now. They're lacking a bit of depth up front. And Pedro Porro, massive upgrade at right back. Getting rid of Doherty. Emerson not playing as much. Pedro Porro is an amazing attacking wing back. Fits the style perfectly. It's a shame what's happening to Conte. He's gone out for surgery. How will that affect the team? We don't know, but transfers wise, they've done well. Getting Jed Spence out on loan, very good as well. I don't know why he hasn't played that much this season, but high potential. Played really well last season in the Championship. Be interested to see what he does in Rennes. So Tottenham improved teams. West Ham, I think they've just maintained their level. Danny Ings, is he that player? He's already injured. You got rid of Craig Dawson. Yeah, I think that's fine. Maybe lacking a bit of depth now in centre-back areas, especially if they're playing three at the back sometimes. But Danny Ings for 15 million, is he the signing they really needed? Probably not. They probably need another central midfielder to play alongside Declan Rice, because Souček hasn't been as good this season. They didn't really need a striker. They got Scamacca in the summer. They got Antonio there. Didn't really need Danny Ings, but I think they just maintain level. But yeah, Wolves, they've improved their team quite a lot. They've improved the team. They've improved it. The midfield didn't really need improving, but they've improved it with Lamine and João Gomez as well. Their midfield was their strong point. They didn't really need to improve that, but they got improvements. Mateo Cunha, a good loan deal. I think they've already exercised his buy option. Again, is he going to score the goals? Probably not. Same with Sarabia. So they'll have good chance creation, but they still don't have that goal scorer. They have Jimenez, Kalishic's injured, Diego Costa's there. They've improved the team, but I'm not sure if it's going to improve them amazingly this season. And now I'm looking at this tier list. I've put like Liverpool or like Brentford at maintain level when they haven't signed anyone. Is that going backwards? Something maybe, because so many teams have improved. Like Aston Villa have got a new left back, but I don't know. I'm going to put Liverpool gone backwards just because they haven't bolstered that midfield. Like, what are you doing? Your midfield is getting teared through every single game. It's so easy. You get Liverpool through their midfield. It's not working well at all. And going backwards, maybe Brentford can go backwards, but I think it's a bit harsh. So I think they've maintained the level, but it's maintaining level signing players these days. I think that's a fair one. I'd say Chelsea have won this window, I think, along with Bournemouth and Nottingham Forest. They've upgraded their teams massively. All these teams have done true signings that will help them now and help them in the future and improve them this season. Again, these players, some of them made signings, but are they really that good? Not particularly. Man City losing João Cancelo, not signing when that's going backwards. Liverpool getting Cody Gakpo is good, but it didn't fix what they needed. And Everton, what are you doing? What are you doing? Anyway, that's the end of the video. Please like, please subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.